I'm invincible. I can pick my nose and not care who knows it, because who the hell cares? We all have boogers. I know this. I have X-ray vision. I have X-ray vision. I can see there are boogers in all of your noses, as big and dirty as the ones in mine. So forget you and forget me too, because we've all talked crap about people we never knew. Even though every person standing in this room goes to the bathroom, sits down and poos. That's right. Miracle of miracles. I can take foods and pass my teeth down to my tummy where superpowers. The food were actually transformed into poop. I'm invincible. I have a penis. And I can make babies with my penis. And all that is required are the superpowers known as the vagina. And I know that there are people in this world that possess these superpowers known as the vagina. I am invincible. I can flap my arms like a goose's arms, and the goose's arms are actually called wings. So I can flap my arms like wings, I can walk like fly, I can close my eyes, fall asleep, see pictures of the sun moving inside of my head. When I do, the sun looks fat and flat like a silver dollar, because I can't see all sides at the same time, but I know that they are there. I know the sun is round, containing volume like a super ball. I also know how to make Kool-Aid. Whatever flavor you want. All that is required is sugar, water, and the power to stir. I also know what aliens look like. They look like extraterrestrials. I know this because I have seen them when I draw them. I ask you, can you draw them? Not like how I can. I can go with green skin and typical arms wrapped around red and yellow bow-shaped Reagans that demolish whole buildings in a single shot. And you can draw them with robotic bodies and brains inside of glass jars, and your aliens are dancing with my aliens, and all of our aliens are dancing together in some space lobby, some space McDonald's somewhere, because all space people love French fries. Just ask yourself, do I love French fries? Yes! Of course you do! Because you are all space people. Space people live on space planets, out in outer space, or on some space planet, a space age away, little space children with green skin and tentacle arms wrapped around red and yellow bow-shaped ray pencils, and drawing space people with 2 legs and 2 arms and hearts inside that go pumpy pump pump, and noses that are fat with boogers, and lips that are fat like kisses that open and close and open and close and open like poetry. They kiss like poetry, they breathe like poetry, they move like poetry, they poop like poetry, and sometimes they poetry that poop, but even when they poop that poem is still as strong as a string stuck inside of an ice cube, stuck inside of an iceberg. We, you and I, we are as unto diamonds. We are diamonds. And I know at times that all it takes to be invincible is to know you are such. And I know, without a doubt, that you know this as well. Thank you. It is a real treat to get to be here in Detroit. I wish that I was here for longer than the 7 hours that we're here. And you guys are really a fantastic crowd. You guys got mad fucking energy in you. And it's awesome. Everybody up on stage has product and merchandise that they brought with them. CDs, shirts. Now Fiction Family have vinyl. I have a couple books and a CD. Come see us after the show, even if it's just to say hello, to get a handshake, get a high five, get a hug. We'd love to see y'all's faces in the light as opposed to the dark of this majestic space. And I got one more poem for you guys. Thank y'all so much for coming out. This poem goes out to Tina Turner. This is for the fat girls. This is for the little brothers. This is for the schoolyard wimps and for the childhood bullies that tormented them, for the former prom queens and for the milk crate ball players, for the nighttime cereal eaters and for the retired elderly Walmart store front door greeters. Shake the dust. This is for the benches and the people sitting upon them, for the bus drivers driving a million broken hymns, for the men who have to hold down 3 jobs simply to hold up their children, for the nighttime schoolers and for the midnight bike riders trying to fly. Shake the dust. This is for the 2-year-olds who cannot be understood because they speak half English and half God, shake the dust. For the boys with the beautiful sisters, for the girls with the brothers who are going crazy, the ones who are going out of their minds, for the gym class wallflowers, and the 12-year-olds afraid of taking public showers, for the kid who's always late to class, he forgets the combination to his lockers, for the girl who loves somebody else, shake the dust. This is for the hard men who want love but know that it won't come. For the ones who are forgotten, the ones the amendments do not stand up for the ones who are told, speak only when you are spoken to, and they're never spoken to, speak every time you stand, so you do not forget yourself. Do not forget yourselves. Do not let one moment go by that doesn't remind you that your hearts beat thousands of times every single day, and that there are enough gallons of blood to make every one of you oceans. Do not settle for letting these waves settle and for the dust to collect in your veins. This is for the celibate pedophile who keeps on struggling, for the poetry teachers, and for the people who go on vacations alone, for the sweat that drips off of Mick Jagger's singing lips, and for the shaking skirt on Tina Turner's shaking hips, for the heavens and for the hells through which Tina has lived. This is for the tired and for the dreamers, for those families that will never be like the Cleavers with perfectly made dinners, and sons like Wally and the Beaver. This is for the bigots, for the sexists, for the killers, for the big house jail sentence cats becoming redeemers, and for the springtime that somehow seems to always know to show up after every one of our winters. This is for you. Make sure that by the time the fisherman returns, you are gone. Because just like the days, I burn at both ends. And every time I write, every time I open my eyes, I'm cutting out parts of myself just to give them to you. So shake the dust and take me with you when you do, for none of this has ever been for me. All that pushes and pulls and pushes and pulls, it pushes for you. So grab this world by its clothespins and shake it out again and again and jump on top and take it for a spin. And when you are both, shake it again. For this is yours. Make my words worth something. Make this more than just another poem that I write, more than just another poem, like just another night that sits heavy above every one of us. Walk into it. Breathe it in. Let it crash through the halls of your arms like the millions of years of millions of poets, coursing like blood, pumping and pushing, making you live, shaking the dust. So when the world knocks at your front door, clutch the knob tightly and open on up and run forward as far as you must. Run forward and fast into its widespread greeting arms with your hands before you, fingertips trembling though they may be. Thank you very much. And please welcome up to the stage, Bryce Avery.